Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. Stop asking women when they're going to have children. I really need y'all to do that. Stop asking women when they are going to have children. Stop asking if they are pregnant. Stop asking after they got married 2 seconds ago, when are the babies coming? Just stop. And I am going to dig into this even a little bit deeper because I know culturally there are groups of folks that this is just natural to them to have these discussions. And I will tell you this, I don't care, and I'm going to go on record with this, I don't care where you are from. I don't care what country you are from. I don't care what culture you grew up in. Stop asking women when they are going to have babies. It is not appropriate. I don't care what culture you're from and you do it differently over there. It doesn't matter. Stop asking women this question. I had a discussion with a good friend of mine not too long ago, and this has been something that has plagued her for quite some time. She is now in her mid-40s and has suffered heavily with uterine fibroids, which I've talked about that openly on this podcast in the past, that I have dealt with this myself. Had fibroid surgery, all of that. Now, I am going to say this. It doesn't matter the details of people's relationship. It doesn't matter the details of, whatever it is that they're going through, whether it is infertility, whether it is in vitro fertilization, or whatever route or thing or medium that you're dealing with, considering, going through, whatever. It is not on you to give anybody answers to anything. Really, I want to tell y'all who are asking these questions to mind your business. Okay? Mind your business. And again, I'm going to say this again because I have listeners from all over the world. And I'm going to politely say to you, I don't care what culture you were brought up in. I don't care what country you are from. It does not matter. It is never appropriate to pressure anyone to have children. It is never appropriate to ask a woman if she is pregnant. You don't know what that person is going through in their life. You have no idea the road that it took them to even get to where they are. Wherever they are in their conceiving journey or not conceiving journey. There are also couples who do not want children. I do have several couples, friends who are fine without having children. I have friends that didn't have children until 10 years into their marriage, even 20 years into their marriage. That is for them and God to be worried about, not you. It is very painful for people, and I have to say this from a space of, I'm not just talking about things I've heard. I'm telling you from experience. It is extremely, extremely painful to have someone ask you when you are having children, when they have no idea what you're dealing with personally on your side, when it comes to conceiving or whatever the case may be. They have no idea. They don't know what's going on in your relationship. They don't know if maybe your husband doesn't want children. They don't know if you don't want children. They have no idea. They don't know the struggles that you're going through. And it's just astonishing to me that people feel like, in general, people feel like they can just ask you whatever they want. And I told you, freedom of speech, yes, absolutely. You can formulate your lips to say whatever you want, but you're also going to get a reaction and an answer. And it may not be one that you want or one that you like. Stop policing women's bodies. I also saw a statistic the other day. I'm going to see if I can find it in my phone because I was baffled. And it was a chart that was showing I don't even know if I can find it now. It was a chart showing the mortality rate of women. And for black women especially, because, we gonna highlight black women, Black History Month. Let's throw this in there too, because this is something that doesn't get talked about a lot. The mortality rate for black women is twice as high, sometimes 3 times as high in the hospital when they are sick, especially giving birth. And I'm saying to myself, what the heck is going on? As black women, we are more likely to not get the level of care that we should. Somehow it is in the atmosphere that we don't feel pain. Something to this effect. I don't know where the hell that comes from, but this is a thing in the stratosphere. And it's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. And I really, all of this kind of goes together. If you stop policing women's bodies, you don't have to worry about none of this. At all. It's a very, very tough situation to be in when you feel like you have to answer these questions. And again, I am not giving any type of lengthy rope to any group of people or culture, because I know culturally it's expected in a lot of cultures. I know that. People just expect it. Trust me, my background is West Indian. As soon as you get married, they're asking you when the babies are coming. And if it's been a couple of years, is there a problem? That's even worse. If it's been 5, 6, 7 years, even 10 years that a couple's been married, and you ask them when they're having children, that's already bad. But then when they give you whatever answer they give you, and then you come back again and say, well, are you having issues? Like, people are not always having issues. Sometimes they just don't want children. They get married in the space of they have agreed that they don't want children. And I don't understand why that's not okay. It's okay to not want kids. That doesn't mean you don't love children. That doesn't mean that your nieces and nephews aren't amazing or your godchildren aren't wonderful. Not at all. I absolutely adore children. Love them. Being a mother would have been amazing, but that wasn't necessarily what was I don't like to say in the cards for me, but it may not have been what was in my life. But I have mentored many and taken care of many when their own parents were unable to do so. So I feel blessed that I was in a position to be able to do that. Stop policing women's bodies. I can't say it enough. You don't know pain that people have been through. You don't know miscarriages. You don't know what they've dealt with in their life. Stop giving advice about what they can do to have children. Stop policing their health to say, oh, all you have to do is this, or if you did this or did that, that's probably... You don't know what is going on with these folks. You have to think before you open up your flap and keep on talking. Because you might get what that dude at Applebee's got. Okay? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back a few episodes and listen to the Applebee's Smackdown. Stop being reckless. Stop being messy. And I know there's going to be the people, oh, well, it's just all in a good heart and good faith. Think before you speak. Because you don't know what pain people have been through in their lives that have gotten them to the point that they are. People are dealing with so many mental health issues right now. And to be honest, let's just really keep it a buck. There are some people, they don't need children. They don't. Because there's plenty of mothers out there, or I should say ladies out there that are popping out babies one after the other, and they don't need to be popping not one. Because we talk about how great, women are at being mothers and how great fathers, but there are some trash mothers and there's some trash fathers too. Y'all know them because some of them are in your family. Boop. Yeah. God will bless a couple in His time. And if that is how that is supposed to happen, it is not up to you. It's really, quite honestly, not even up to the couple. They can make decisions however they want to make it. God is going to be the final word on all of that. Because I also know people that didn't want children, that now they have had children, and they're like, wow. It can go in many different ways, but you need to mind your business. And stop asking people. And if they have one child, stop asking when they're having another child. Maybe they don't want another child. Maybe they just want one. It's so intrusive. It's so invasive. And I don't understand why people feel that this is the conversation that they can have. Because I'm going to tell you right now, and I've had to shut people down. Listen, one person in particular, I had to really be like, okay, this conversation is over. Because they were pressing and pressing and pressing. And I said to them, this conversation is over. And they thought I was joking. And I said, okay, if we're going to continue to have this conversation, it was a phone conversation. I said, if we're going to continue to have a conversation, the subject needs to change now. And I'm asking you that nicely because I'm trying not to be crazy. And they really thought I was joking. I said, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I gotta go. And that was the last conversation I had with that individual. And that was a family member. Okay. Thank God not an immediate family member, but a family member nonetheless. Cut off, you're gone. Come to find out from another family member that they had a similar altercation, not about children, but just verbal altercation with that person who is just so invasive. And yeah. So I knew I wasn't crazy. Please. There are so many beautiful women out there that are suffering from not being able to conceive, to going through PCOS, to going through uterine fibroids, to going through endometriosis, and all the different things. Or maybe they have had breast cancer, cervical cancer, all these different things that women go through. And it is not helping when you further turn the knife in the wound by badgering women about their future plans in their life. Like, why do you need to know this? How does this affect you? Just be kind. Be more tuned in. Pay attention. Read the room. You know what I mean? Read the room. Anyway, I just had to bring that up because it's an ongoing discussion, but having that chat with my friend the other day really did trigger that. And I said, you know what, this would make a good podcast because I got a platform, so I'm going to use it. And I understand people, are just looking out, quote unquote, looking out, and, they didn't mean it in any harm or whatever. So just because you did not mean your words to be harmful doesn't mean that they don't cause pain. Just remember that. I'm on social media. Instagram is my most active, at Onyx Queen Media. If you want to email me, please do. hello@onyxqueenmedia.com. Peace. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.